Hello and welcome back to New World. So I'm over 150 hours in the inZOI and I've been having a ton of fun with the game. I've been creating save files, I've been creating outfits, I've been creating ZOIs. I've been having a lot of fun experimenting with the game, seeing what the game has to offer. But there is one burning question that I have been seeing all over social media in my comment section, and it's how do you actually have fun in this game? A lot of people have been having their opinions and their thoughts, which I respect. The game is in early access, and of course, when it comes with games being in early access, our opinion matters the most. Whether you don't like the game or you do, or you want some things fixed, every single bit of information is going to do this game wonders if the devs do listen to us, and I'm pretty confident that they might. But in this video though, I just want to give you guys a breakdown on how to actually have fun and how to enjoy inZOI, because I've been having a lot of fun with the game. So if you like the content I put out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe button down below, as we have a ton of content releasing for this game this year. And before we start this video, a special thanks for today's sponsor, Raycon. Raycon was kind enough to send me their everyday earbuds for me to try out, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually really do like these earbuds. Now, a really cool thing about these earbuds is upon purchasing, you're able to get these earbuds in a completely different color in both the protective case and also the earbud as well. So I went with the concrete protective case with the carbon black earbuds, and I thought this combination was very sleek, very modern, very cool. And once I got these earbuds, they lasted for a very long time. If they died, I only had to charge them for around 10 minutes in order for me to go back in and enjoy cleaning the house. Also went to go play basketball in these as well, just to test it out, and it actually stayed in my ear the entire time. For all my people that like cardio and running as well, these are dust proof and waterproof, so whether you're running in rain or any other environment, these earbuds are actually very durable in any kind of weather. And also, let's say you live in a noisy household, you just kind of want to disassociate and just listen to the music or listen to a new album. They have active noise cancellation as well, and all of these features are actually really cool about Raycon. But how much do they cost? They're actually very affordable, and they do a lot of discounts. And if you hit that link down below, you actually do get 20% off of every single thing on the Raycon store. Yes, if you go to gobuyraycon.com/New World, you will be able to get 20% off everything in the store and be able to get the everyday earbuds that you want, or also any other earbuds that's on the website as well. I want to say thank you once again, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video. Let's go ahead and hop back into the video though, because we do have a lot to talk about. Okay, so to start off, inZOI is a realistic life simulation game, and what that means is you are basically placed in a game where you're able to simulate life. You're able to simulate what life you want to live in this game, and that can be anything. You can be extremely rich, you can be extremely poor. It's based off of the storyline that you set. And the first thing that you should do when playing inZOI is come up with a storyline that you want to play as. Now, when you go in the game, of course, everybody goes and makes themselves or try to make themselves, and just go in and try to just experiment the game first. Yes, the game has been out for a week. You guys got to try the game. Now it's time to make another save, create a ZOI, create a storyline, and actually go into the game and build that lore up. There's a lot of things that you can do that way, and the first thing, of course, is going into cast. Now, the canvas offers a ton of different ZOIs in this game, and they are very high quality, and you can make a family a lot quicker going to the canvas and looking for different ZOIs that fit the aesthetic and type that you want than building it yourself. Of course, you can build it yourself, and that's something else that I want to talk about when it comes to having fun in inZOI. Is if you like creating ZOIs, try to make some of the best high quality ZOIs that you can, whether that's funny, whether that's realistic, whether that's a celebrity, whether that's you, whether that's anybody. Go into the game and just cook up in Kaz. Like, Kaz has a ton of features for you to be able to experiment and you to be able to choose from, and I think it's one of the best character creators in gaming. Now, of course, the game needs a couple more hairstyles and probably a couple more sliders to really make your character look as accurate as possible, but as of right now, when it comes to Kaz, making realistic, funny looking celebrity ZOIs, a lot of things are possible inside of Kaz. And hopping into inZOI, when you have a storyline and you're creating some lore and you just want to build the game up to exactly what you want it to be, you start thinking a little bit different. You start saying, what ZOIs are going to have certain traits? What ZOIs are going to look a certain way? Are certain ZOIs distinct from another? Am I going to have a ZOI with all blue eyes, and then the other family across the street has all brown eyes, but somehow they have a blue-eyed kid? Like, how does that lore incorporate? Like, building lore in a life simulation game, especially when it comes to inZOI, is something that I've been having a lot of fun experimenting experimenting with. I have different families, I have different social classes, and going in the game and creating a storyline and building that lore up and really locking in on Kaz does a lot for the gameplay experience, because then you want to come back and you want to play the game. Like, you want to come back and see what's going to happen today. What lore do I want to spin off today? Who do I want to add in the save to cause some drama? Making lore and setting up lore in the game is an absolute W when it comes to life simulation. Now, speaking of Kaz and speaking of lore, one of the coolest features that I like doing is creating custom outfits. Creating ZOIs is very, very fun and very, very innovative, but creating outfits is just as creative. You can create custom shirts, custom pants, custom watches, custom necklaces. You can really lock in on creativity in this game. But one thing that I did, and I know if you watched my previous video, you guys got to see it, but if you haven't watched my previous video, I'm just going to explain it now. I created my own clothing brand in inZOI. I called it Zog, and I just wanted to take inspiration from all of the other high fashion brands and try to use all of that information I learned and just make a high fashion brand in inZOI. And it has taken my immersion in the game to an all-time high. Not only am I creating custom outfits and creating ZOIs and models and using people from the gallery that submit things to my hashtag, and I put those ZOIs in the game, creating custom clothes, and then people get to see that item. Yes, you can put items on the canvas that you create for other people to download, but seeing people see their ZOI in the outfit, it just makes the game, it just makes it feel like a real community. And not only can you do that, you can go inside of the game and create custom billboards and put those ZOIs on the billboard. Yes, so if you have an idea, if you want to cook up something, or you want to add just realistic brands in general, you can import images and you can also import videos as well to make your game feel even more alive. And creating custom clothing has had me in Kaz for a very, very long time. I wish I had hours to know how long I've been in Kaz just creating outfits, because I've been coming up with different ideas. I've been seeing outfits on TV and seeing ads. I'm like, I want to add something like this in my game, or I want to create an ad to put on a billboard like this to put it in my game that I created. And it has made the game even more fun than I've imagined because of the amount of creativity that you can have in this game just by creating outfits and then using those outfits from Kaz and putting it in the world. And it just feels like, yo, like I created that. Like, no, like it's pretty cool. And also, people get to download it and put that in their save, and it actually feels like a growing brand, which is really, really cool. And I just wanted to share that idea with you guys, just in case you wanted to create your own custom brand, or you wanted to add in real life brands and put them in the game. Yes, if you want to create a Nike shirt, you can create a Nike shirt. If you want to create a Prada shirt, you can create a Prada shirt or a Prada fit. Like, you can actually do that in the game. And I think it's a very cool feature to add in immersion and add in some stuff that you might want to do in your saves. Now, another thing to make inZOI even more fun is challenging yourself. Yes, we all know the rags to riches, the 100 baby challenge, but there's new things that you can do in inZOI that's actually really, really cool. You can become a pop star, you can become a thief, you can go to prison, you can be a firefighter. Challenge yourself though. Go in and see, are there any challenges that you didn't do in The Sims that you probably want to do in inZOI? Or are there challenges that you did in The Sims that you want to do in inZOI? Like, a perfect example is a rags to riches. And yes, in inZOI, you can sleep on the benches, you can splurge for money. They have lottery tickets that you can buy. You can steal things from people's workplaces. There's a lot of things you can do in inZOI, especially when it comes to being broke, where you can actually grind your way to make money. Yes, they have the paintings. You can sell things from your phone. And also, there is drama that you can create in this game. So let's say you just want to challenge yourself and see how many women or how many men that you can get in this game without getting caught. And if you don't want to become a cheater, see how big your household can become and see how long your lineage can stretch in this game, and see what generational gameplay you can do in this game as well. There's a lot of things that you can do, whether that's becoming a thief, whether that's becoming just a regular ZOI, whether that's becoming a pop star, becoming the top of your job in the firefighter career or the lawyer career, or there's a lot of things that you can do as far as challenging yourself in the game. That's actually really, really fun. And it actually surprised me how much stuff that you can do in this game as far as doing something a little different. Now, I can't wait for cheats to be added in this game, because it is very, very hard to make your ZOI have $0. But an easy way you can do it, you can just merge your ZOI in a household, remove all your assets and put that in another household, and then you come back in the game and you have $0. So that's one way to do it, but I can't wait for the cheats to be added in the game, because that's going to be even more challenging. Because this game, I love how the interactions are and how ZOIs react, and there's a karma system. So you doing things like like the 100 baby challenge. I wonder what karma looks like when you have multiple partners or you becoming a thief. How bad does your karma go? And you see the world interact with you when you go to a store or when you go to the beach, or like whatever you do in inZOI, it matters. Like the stuff actually matters what you do in this game. And sometimes the system might be a little broken, but it's funny when it works, and it's really, really cool to see like how challenging yourself can have a lasting effect on gameplay in the future. Another really cool thing about inZOI is the amount of creativity that you can do when it comes to creating movies. Like I've seen some very, very, very good techniques that you can do in this game to make your game look very high quality and very professional as far as just getting a certain shot or getting a certain scene. But the one thing I'm extremely excited about is machinimas, and I want to see people create machinimas in a game, especially in a game like this where you can use your phone and it has live links. So whatever you do in your face, your ZOI actually does it in the game, and I want to see how creative people get. Of course, they have the AI motion as well, where you can actually do movements and the ZOI replicates your movements in the game. Now it's not perfect, they have to fix the hands, but just seeing that and seeing the creativity of a lot of machinima makers, I am so excited to see that. And that's going to be a very, very, very cool thing, collaborating with your friends or learning new techniques or watching movies and then seeing what shots you can imitate in the game. It is really, really cool. And also they have a theme studio in the game, so you can create a set, put that set in this theme studio and just make a certain scene. And you know, in productions, a lot of that stuff is prop work, and so having an ability to just create your own set or use certain houses or also tweak and adjust the lighting, the game gives you so much freedom when it comes to being creative that it actually impresses me so much. And I'm just excited, y'all, to see what you all will do when it comes to creating movies in inZOI. I said it on stream. I was like, look, somebody might end up winning an Oscar for inZOI. If the right person gets hold of this and like really locks in and tries to make a really high production movie, I think it can be like really, really possible. Like I know Oscar might be crazy, but I think it might be possible. I'm never ever going to doubt creative minds when it comes to inZOI. But yeah, those are a couple of my ideas about how to actually have fun in inZOI. Now the game is in early access, but based off of what we have in the game so far, I've been having a ton of fun. If you guys have seen my stream, I'm doing something called Could Have Been, the inZOI edition, where we have 7 women in the house and the whole goal is to get married and find the one. And I thought it's just such a fun, hilarious thing that you can do, because ZOI's interactions and karma and things like that all play a part in the game. And of course it's in early access, so it's broken, but the funny thing is the fact that it's broken. So sometimes some things just go completely left, and it's just the vibe of the game, what it is. I know a lot of people might have their opinions about inZOI and how they feel about it, but there is a lot of fun to be had in the game. And I just wanted to make this video to showcase some of the ideas and the thoughts that I had, so you guys can go in the game, try these things out, get inspired, and just have fun with this brand new realistic life simulation game. I really hope you guys like the video. Like the content I put out, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button like I said below. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. The world out.